everyone, and welcome to the Team Talk Show with Dr. Seena Devar, founder ACE Academy. Today is a moment of pride and happiness as we have a young, charming lady with us. Her name is Aditi Joshi, and she is with us from Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh. So, welcome you, Aditi, on the show, on the talk show.
Thank you, ma'am. It's my pleasure.
Yes, and our viewers really would like to know more about Aditi Joshi, what she's all about. Yes, a young teenager. So, can you introduce yourself to the viewers, Aditi?
Sure, ma'am. So, hello everyone. I am Aditi Joshi and I'm currently studying in grade 12 and I'm studying in the Sindhya School, Fort Gwalior, and it is in Madhya Pradesh. So, I'm a science student by choice, and also I am a sporty person. I love playing sports like squash, shooting, swimming, etc. And I also love adventure. Like I've been to 2 to 3 adventure expeditions, for example, mountaineering, cycling, and recently in March 2020, I summited a peak in Uttarakhand.
Oh, that's lovely,
And
yeah. I think you need a clap for that. Great,
thank you,
excellent.
ma'am. So it was actually a combined trip of cycling for around 22 kilometers on the hilly tracks, as well as trekking of 9 kilometers uphill.
Oh,
So it was a snow-capped peak. Um, and then I also love dancing. So when I was in Bangalore, I was at the age of around 4 or like, not even 4, around 6 or 7. I started learning Bharatnatyam, a classical dance, and then I went on to learn even Kathak. But I did not like go into the formal learning of
okay,
Kathak.
okay.
But yeah, it was during summer vacations that I used to learn, and I love doing Kathak. And in our schools, we also have events in school where I take part in the dance competitions or the dance choreographies.
Okay,
And I also love debating and elocutions. So I debate both in Hindi as well as English language
okay.
on intra as well as inter school levels. So
Oh, that's beautiful. You seem to be a very adventurous person, and all the
yeah.
time engaged with something very different kinds of activities. So
Yeah,
right from
because I'm in a
dance
boarding
to
school,
trekking.
so the
Yeah.
boarding school has a lot of things to offer, and that's
Mhm.
the biggest advantage of being in a boarding school. So you have
Yeah.
a holistic development.
Yes, that happens, Aditi. Every school offers a lot of co-curricular activities, but very few students take up to that. They stick up to the particular thing, or they take interest. So I've seen children like jump, hop, skip, jump from one activity to another activity. 1 year, some they concentrate on a particular thing. The next year they jump on to something. But you have shown interest in all the activities, and you have participated very well. And national level, you represented
Yeah.
shooting. Yeah, can you just talk
Yes.
about it?
So I started shooting in grade 6, and it was the first time I joined Sindhya in grade 6, and that was the first time I was ever holding a pistol in my hand. I had
Oh,
no idea because I wanted to go into squash, as I'd always seen my father playing squash. So I was like, I'll go and join squash. But as I'm in an all boys boarding school, so I was offered by my shooting coach shooting as a sport, and he asked me to try it out. So I was like, there's no harm in trying it. If I do not like it, I'll change my sport. So the same thing happened. I started loving shooting, and sixth, seventh, then seventh, I played my first competition, which was a state level competition in Indore, and that was where I won the first medal. It was bronze, but I
okay.
did not have a very good score. So if at the first time, it's always good to win a medal. But it's now that I realize that that score was not very good. To
Hmm.
like be happy about. So that is when after that I played my second state competition, wherein again I got a silver and a bronze. So it was in 2 categories. Then slowly I started playing the IPSC competitions, which is only for the Indian public schools.
Okay.
And I took part in that competition, and again both I took part in those competitions for 2 times, and both the times I won gold in my category. and that was when I qualified for the SGFI nationals. This again only for the public schools, the ones who qualify from the IPSC to the SGFI. So that was another type of it's another type of nationals, but it is only among the school students.
Okay.
So the other on the other half, I played the states. I kept on playing states every year so that I get qualified for the pre-nationals. And after qualifying for the pre-nationals, I got qualified for the nationals. And then I played nationals, but unfortunately, I couldn't qualify the nationals for the Indian team, the Indian
Okay.
shooting team, which represents the country on like international level.
So you are continuing that passion of yours. Are you still into shooting, and you wish you have that aspiration to represent India one day?
Ma'am, I actually never started with that thought, and
Yeah.
probably I don't have it in mind right now. It was just as a a hobby, as an interest
Hobby.
that I
Okay.
started shooting.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it's always going to be a part of my life and is going to play a huge role because other than giving me accolades, it also gave me a lot of life lessons like soft skills, etc. So it has another role to play either way also.
Sure.
So.
And Aditi, you also said that you are this is India school is only a boys' school. Is it
Yeah,
only?
it's only a boys' school, and I'm the only girl in my
That's what.
class.
That's something very interesting. You are the only girl.
Yeah,
How
in
many
the
girls
class.
total in total? How many girls in that school?
Ma'am, we're 6 girls in the school, almost one
Maybe
in
they are
each
teachers. They are
class.
teachers' children or
Yeah,
something.
which
That's the
we
reason.
teachers. Yeah.
Okay, okay, fine. How do you feel being the only girl in the classroom? You feel like a queen there, or how do you feel? Is it odd situation?
So,
How is it?
ma'am, like to be very honest, the first 2 years were like it was very difficult to adjust because I was from a co-ed school from the very
Hmm.
beginning, and till
Yeah.
fifth I was in a co-ed school, and I was used to being around girls, hanging out with girls, and a very girly kind of a person. But again, as I came into a boys' school, I was like given an option. Either I could have gone down to the Sindhya girls, or I could study in the Sindhya boys. So I probably my parents preferred like they wanted me to be here with them on the campus, and so I took up Sindhya boys, and the first year was terrible because
Yeah,
even boys,
obviously.
yeah, it's very difficult for the boys to accept you as the only girl in the
Only
class.
girl. Yes, yes.
Yeah. So and also for
Okay.
you to accept yourself as the only girl in the school.
Only girl.
So
Yeah, it's very tough. I was just thinking how it went on.
yeah, but ma'am, actually we create very good bonds throughout the time because it's also another adventure that I had because not everybody gets to be the only girl
Yes,
in a
it's a
boys' school.
wonderful experience. I think so. It's a
Yeah,
wonderful experience, and you learn. I'm sure you learned a lot out of it, right?
yeah.
Yes. So, what do you talk with these boys usually? So, what kind of
Okay.
talks you have with the boys?
So I cannot have girly talks with them because they're
Yeah.
boys. So I generally have talks. For example, they need any advices on girls.
Hmm.
So that is when
Okay.
they approach me,
Okay. Okay.
and so that is when they approach me, and uh, like they're more than friends to me. They though they might not be girls or they might not be the way I am, but
Yeah.
like they are as dear to me as the other girls are. So again,
So
it doesn't
nice. So
matter you
nice.
have a girl as a friend or a boy as a friend.
As a friend,
A
yes,
friend is a friend.
absolutely. It's the way you think.
Yeah,
Actually, the your mindset.
yeah,
We need to change our mindset. We need to change our perspective about the entire thing.
yeah.
So I think you have adapted yourself so well to all the situations. This is what is the beautiful thing. Like especially when you are on travel, parents, those who keep shifting from one place, one school to another school, or keep shifting cities from one city to another city, these children get a lot of exposure. Like as Aditi, you have got it. Am I right?
Yeah, I
Like
have
in various
shifted three
schools.
places. Yeah.
Yeah. Bangalore, Gwalior, and
Ma'am, I was in Pune for 1 year next to
okay,
Mumbai. So,
okay, okay. So you got a lot of exposure, I should say, right? So Aditi, that was it's just wonderful knowing you, a young charming girl into so many different kinds of activities. And if teenagers are watching, you should know that we have so much to do. right? Like different kind, if we want to keep ourselves engaged, right, we have so many activities that we can follow up, we can keep ourselves engaged even
Yeah.
during pandemic. Now you are into so many different kinds of activities. So even instead of just being online, I've seen most of the teenagers just being online, like, all the time glued to their cell phones. So what
Hmm.
is your take on that, Aditi? What do you say, and how do you use your cell phones, your technology? What's your idea about technology?
Okay. So, ma'am, I haven't been provided with a phone yet. And so my parents have, like my father, I'd asked my father for a phone just like every teenager.
Yeah.
And he had also told me that he would be giving me one after my 10th boards. So, but that is when I realized, having a phone doesn't make you very different. It's just like everything, just like a normal life you have. And in fact, you get more addicted to other things like social media, because, and I'm again not on any social media. It's just a Gmail ID that I have for, and that too I made one like a month ago for my college applications.
Okay.
And so, ma'am, like, what I think about social media is that it's not bad to be on social media, but the cyber addiction that is fast spreading right now, that is the main problem that um, is going to affect our futures ahead. So I believe that being around people is much more better than virtually being around people. I understand that during this pandemic we cannot go into like go and
Yes.
meet people around, and it's one of the best options to be on any social media right now. But again, I again enforce on the fact that being on social media is not bad, but having an addiction towards it is bad.
Yes, and I think so. We should know how much to use, to what extent
Yeah,
we can use it. What's the timing? Like we can use a space. We should give a gap to it.
exactly. Yeah,
Not that continuously morning you get up and with a phone in hand till night you are with the phone in hand, like all the time glued to it,
exactly.
playing PUBG game and all the time
Yeah,
closing
ma'am,
the door.
PUBG is the biggest problem right now. I mean,
Biggest,
I've been
yes.
seeing my friends around. Their active time is at 11 to 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning. That is when they're active, and
Yes,
the entire
yes.
day they keep sleeping.
They keep
So
sleeping. So your entire day is gone. The whole night you are
yeah,
sitting with your technology. Now, of course, that the entire day goes a waste. Okay, Aditi, so proud of you, Aditi, that at least we have one teenager here who is not so much into social media and who's not so much into technology, and
yeah,
you keep yourself occupied. They say workshop, so
exactly.
like, yeah. So it's always nice to be engaged with a lot of activities, right? Aditi, now we start with your critical thinking round. Are you ready for it?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So Aditi, what's your opinion on love marriage and arranged marriage? Which one is better and why? Which one you prefer?
Ma'am, I okay. So
You can take time
I
to think.
okay, love marriage and arranged marriage. Okay. So both have their benefits, both have their, disadvantages. But uh, okay. So so what I have heard about love marriages till now is that the divorce rate in love marriages is much, much higher than in arranged marriages. And why not it be? Because love marriage is something that probably at times people go, because a typical love marriage is where people go against their families and they
Yeah.
run away and then they get married. But what I think is that arranged marriage has an upper hand over love
Love
marriage,
marriage.
because see, even for example, if there are two people who love each other and they want to get married, so it's very easy to go approach your parents and you tell them like you love each other and they'll get you married. So there's no there shouldn't be a concept of love marriage, because ideally an arranged marriage turns into love marriage with years, because you have to live in that relationship for the for lifelong.
Yes.
I think an arranged marriage can be made a love marriage, and a love marriage can be made an arranged marriage. So it's interchangeable. It's just your mindset.
Yes, yes, you very
And
well put it. You just both, it can happen vice
yeah,
versa. Only when parents subject to it completely, then you have certain issues, or else
yeah.
both can be managed, both can
And
be
ma'am,
done.
it also depends on parent to parent. You know how they
Yeah.
perceive their child's interest. You know their child's interests and what their children like. So at times there are parents who do not agree to many, to their child's interest, but at that on that part, even the parents should understand. That is
Yes.
what I feel.
Yes, you are right. You are right, Aditi. And even when you say arranged marriage, what is best is like, your elders are there with you,
Yeah,
especially when these two young couple go wrong somewhere. Maybe the elder couples are there, like, the elder ones who can come, who will advise and who will guide them, like, so it has its own advantages. So I just
exactly.
wanted to know your point of view as the teenager. Yes. So
Yeah.
Aditi, second critical question is like, you are all set for marriage, and there comes a issue of dowry. What is your take on dowry system?
So, like every other person, dowry is something that is bad, and
But
you
it
know,
is a custom in India. Mostly, I think even there it is in your MP, all India. It is all India
yeah, yeah, it
happening.
is there,
Dowry.
ma'am. But
Mm.
again, it depends on family to family. If two families are actually, falling into a relationship, so it is more important for you to, look far beyond money, all the amenities, flats, cars, because it's a relationship, and you cannot materialize a relationship by giving dowry. For example, if a boy, um, if there are two girls who approaches a boy and one truly loves him but is not able to afford what his demands are, so in that place the dowry plays a very, a very evil role, and in fact anywhere for that matter.
Yes.
And dowry has always been a debatable topic, and with time, I guess, as we're modernizing, as our society is progressing positively, we might, like within a few years, end this system,
But
this
if,
custom.
though modernized, like still we have educated people, educated ones are still going on with dowry issues, asking for dowry, and educated girls are giving it, educated families are giving it. So in case it happens to you, will you be giving it? Like they ask
No,
you for
no,
dowry?
not at all, ma'am. Firstly, I would never fall. I would never fall into a family, such a family with such, uh, like a backward mindset, and um, that's it. It's
Yeah, good. Okay, well answered, Aditi. Quite appreciable. And Aditi, if like a third question, critical thinking round, in case you just imagine, this is just imagination, okay, and you are just given 24 hours to live. You are just going to live for 24 hours. Today 6 to tomorrow evening 6, just 24 hours you are going to live. Okay. So what are the things that you would love to do, just if you know that next tomorrow evening 6 o'clock you are no more there? So this 24 hours, how will
spend
you
my
spend?
time with my family and friends. That's all that matters to me in life.
What are
And
the fun things you will do, or you will cry, or you will weep, or what will you do with your family?
crying and cribbing about it is not the solution, because that is, going to ruin your hours like anything. So,
Yeah.
enjoying it to the best possible, going out with your family,
What's the
hanging
food you
around
will
with your
eat?
friends.
Food you will eat, or try? What will you do? This 24 hours you have got. Okay, 24 hours being with family. What will you do? Family and friends. So
Okay.
just narrate to me this 24 hours. What are you going to do?
So, ma'am, with my family, I would go and meet I would actually call everybody before the news of staying alive 24 hours, and I would call everybody, talk to them. In fact, even if somebody cries, consult them, because that is not the solution. Because obviously, everybody would cry hearing this fact. Then also, um, go out, watch a movie with them, talk about my childhood, know more about what I did not know about myself. Um, and if I'm 24 hours with my friends, so I would again talk about my school memories, talk about how we used to prank each other, because that is all that we remember in school, not the report card, not the academic sheets,
Yes,
not the test
absolutely.
paper. Like
Very
cheating
well
in
said.
exam,
Well
that
said.
is what we remember,
Well said.
not
Yeah.
the marks in exam.
Yeah, when friends meet, it's obvious we are not talking about academics. We only
Yeah,
talk about the fun moments, the sweet memories, the happy memories, the naughty things that we did in our school. It's so nice.
exactly.
So you will talk that and you'll relive the moments.
Yeah, because that is what is going to remain with me even after, deaths, coming on
Yes,
to
yes.
the concept of rebirth.
Hmm.
And so, yeah.
Very good. Good. Well answered. Your critical round is over. Now we go to the speed up round. What are the three things that you admire in other people, which
um
you don't have and you admire in others?
okay, I don't have.
Qualities. Three qualities you admire in other people.
Mom, patience in my mom. She's
Oh.
very patient.
Hmm.
And I mean, she holds and all our tantrums, she tolerates all of them. And even then, she doesn't get angry. And that is one quality I would like to have from my mom. And the quality of sacrificing from my dad.
Okay.
Mom, he sacrifices everything so that we get the best. And also he left everything just for our education and gave us the best of what any parent could ever give.
Yes, yes, yes.
And the third quality is mom, communication skills. I would like to work upon that.
Hmm.
And so
Good.
because we know how important communication
Yes,
is,
absolutely. Yes, yes.
and how like we should have a very good persuasion skills, because that is required in every industry we
Yes.
go ahead in.
Right, right,
So
right. So that's very important,
yeah,
especially when it comes when you're going to work in corporate sectors and the
corporate sectors.
21st century. Yeah, 21st century skill is all about communication. Yeah, well answered, Aditi. And Aditi, I'm sure you should be carrying ahead all these qualities that you have mentioned. Patience from your mother. Please imbibe that patience from your mother.
Yeah, I try my best, ma'am, but
Yeah.
again, just like every person, I become intolerant at times.
But
So
as much as we can, we need to adapt it. And
yeah,
daddy, how much dad has sacrificed. We should remember our parents sacrifice always throughout our lifetime till our last breath. Never forget it. And daughters, I think daughters are always good. They always love their
yeah,
parents.
always,
So you are the only daughter,
always.
Aditi?
No, ma'am, I have a younger brother. Yeah, but I'm
Okay.
the only daughter.
Yeah, yeah. How, what is he doing? Which class
Ma'am,
is
he's
in?
in class seventh right now.
Okay. If he has to look up to Aditi, what will he learn from Aditi?
Okay, so
What is the one thing he would love to learn from Aditi?
I think concentration, ma'am, because he gets distracted very fast.
Okay.
Using the
Hmm.
phones, any new video on YouTube, he just goes and he's there watching it. The first or the second viewer of that video,
Oh,
he's more into games. But again, ma'am, each child is different.
yes.
He has very different interests. Like he likes game developing,
Okay.
coding,
Okay.
etc.
Yeah,
So
that
that is
also
a
has a
very
great
different
scope.
field.
Yes, yes.
And I am very on the contrary, I'm very I'm not a very tech savvy person.
Okay. Yes. Aditi, recently, just 1 year, or down the lane, 1 year or 6 months before, have you hurt anyone recently? Have you hurt anyone with your speech, with your talk, with your behavior? Have you hurt someone and you never said sorry to them?
Um,
It could be your parents, your brother, your friends. Have you hurt anyone recently and never said sorry to them?
Ma'am, I've heard them, but I have said sorry because at the end I try realizing my mistake. But yeah, it has been there with my friends once or twice. I have told them, out of anger, and I've shouted on them. But
Hmm.
again, I apologize for the same. But yeah, at times I argue with my mom, and I get very
Mom is the
angry.
ultimate target for all these teenagers. Hmm?
Yeah, I always try not to create a scene, try not to argue, but I don't know. It's very natural and it comes out. I try my best to, stay calm, listen to what mama is saying,
Hmm.
but you know,
Yeah,
I
how
don't.
often do you say sorry to her or thanks to her for all that she does for you?
Okay, so ma'am, it was yesterday. It was day before yesterday. I told mom sorry, and yesterday it was I told mom thank you because it was her birthday yesterday. So
Okay.
we had the
So
whole
all in one, all
celebration. Yeah.
together.
So day before yesterday, me and my brother we had a terrible fight. So that was when we apologized for
Okay.
her for creating a scene, such a scene in the house. And
Okay.
yesterday was her birthday, so
You said
we
sorry.
yeah we said sorry day before yesterday, and yesterday we told her thank you for everything because
Okay.
after all she's the one who keeps us you know
Yeah.
she has made us
Together.
what we
Yes,
are,
yes,
our
yes. Very
parents.
true.
No.
Great, great. And but are you connected? Where are all your relatives? Are you connected with your relatives?
Yeah, ma'am, most of them live in Dehradun in
Okay.
Uttarakhand. So I belong from Dehradun, Uttarakhand,
Okay.
the
Mm-hmm.
hills, and most of them live there. But we are again scattered all around India.
Okay.
So I
Where are
have,
your grandparents?
ma'am, I just have my maternal grandmother. I do not have my
Okay.
grandparents from my father's side. So she
Okay.
lives in again Dehradun in Uttarakhand.
Yeah. Do you talk to them? Do you connect with them?
Yeah, ma'am. Not on a very regular basis, but yeah, as in when I get time, I do like pick up her calls, and when mom's not
You
there.
call her. Do you take initiative to call her once a week at least? Initiate, not that your father called and then father
No,
gives the
no.
phone to you or mother gives the phone. Mother says, "Acha thoda baat kar lo." Then mother gives you the call. Is it like that, or you take the initiative to take the phone, pick up the call? Have you done it, Aditi?
To be very honest, I have never. I just call her on her birthdays, and but yeah, I understand that is something very bad that I do, and the silliest excuse I can give is I do not have time. So yeah.
Yes. So Aditi, isn't that we should, as teenagers, we should connect? See, this is the culture that we need to, carry on for years, relating with our connecting with our relatives, talking to them, building relationships, maintaining that family connect. This is the need of the hour. We can't stay as nuclear families. Already
Yeah.
we are nuclear families, but our grandparents, because they are alone there, so they need our connect. Once in a week, if Aditi calls and Aditi speaks to her relatives, it'll, I think so, that will be wonderful,
Yeah,
isn't it, Aditi?
that's true, ma'am. That's very true.
Yeah. So can you, when will you start it, Aditi?
Okay, I would start it from this week itself, ma'am.
Yeah. Any relative you have not spoken for years and you wish that you could speak to them?
Uh,
Any close, though close relative, but you haven't spoken for years, for a long
yeah, ma'am.
time?
There are very close relatives whom I did not even know that they exist.
My
so,
God.
so yeah, like my father's elder sister.
Oh,
So I did not know that she has 3 children.
oh,
I thought
they are
she
your
just has.
cousins. They are your
Yeah,
cousins,
they're my
first
cousins,
cousins.
and I
Yeah.
did not know because 2 of them used to live in Dubai, and I did not know that there's a third one who exists. And recently, I think a year ago or 1.5 year ago, he got married. So it was my mom and dad discussing. So that is when I realized, oh my god, I have a third cousin brother also. So okay,
Okay.
so I never talked to him. So because I got to know about his existence, I
Mhm.
think a year ago. So
Okay,
yeah.
okay, okay. So what, why don't you connect, Aditi? Why don't you connect with them? Our cousins are like, family, cousins, all
Yeah,
this
yeah.
together. We have to be, like, in our family, we are 5 siblings, brothers, sisters, 5 of us. We are
Oh,
very close to each other. Like, so
nice.
what we try to do is we see that our children are connecting with each other. So we have put them in a group, like all these cousins are in a group, all these cousin brothers, sisters, sisters, they are in a group. So at least birthdays and some kind of anniversary, some like, you know, so they keep connecting, they keep wishing each other. The family bond, all your cousins. Yeah.
I'll surely find
Yeah,
out if
and
there's
say,
anybody else
yes,
like
and yes, find
but
out,
that's
yeah, hunt for all your cousins and put your
yeah.
cousins together on one platform, and at least once in a while a kind of conversation with them. Okay, Aditi?
Yeah, sure,
I'm
ma'am.
sure you will do that. Now, when Aditi, when your family is facing tough times, how do you support? How are you a big support for the family? If suppose any kind of tough challenges your family is facing, a challenge, how do you support them? As a daughter, as an adult teenager, how do you support them?
Okay. So,
What is your role? Some challenge comes, what is your role in the family?
ma'am, I often stay out of such situations because I am kept out by my parents. But yeah, like whenever I go, I get to know about any of such situations. I do try consulting them, but I also at times believe that it is not good interfering in matters like what my parents are concerned about. So I keep myself out as well as the other cousins out. So but yeah, if I god forbid if such situation actually arises, I would like play my best as a daughter, play my role best as a daughter, and do whatever I can for my family, because
Just be
ultimately it's
supportive.
the
I think
family that
so.
matters.
Yes, yes, obviously. And I think so. You need to be supportive
Yeah,
and not create more trouble, not add on to the trouble,
yeah. So yeah,
isn't it?
that's true. Yeah,
As
because yeah,
teenagers,
at times, ma'am, I go about shopping a lot because I love shopping, and so at times I have to keep that also in mind because
yes,
so
yes, yes. When you know
yeah,
your parents are facing certain challenges, that's the time we should go on a low key. That's called low key.
yeah,
So just maintain. So whatever you have, just try to be happy and, like,
yeah,
you know, not go too much of shopping, not spending too much, not getting angry with your mother, or just
yeah,
try to maintain a low key, and that keep the family in a peaceful atmosphere. That would
yeah, yeah, that's
surely
true.
help a lot. Okay. And do you party with your friends?
Party? Okay, no, ma'am. I
No,
I
you go
have
out partying, any parties, birthday parties, and all
yeah,
those things?
okay, fine. Yeah, I do go out for like birthday parties, but from past 4 to 5 years, I haven't been. Before that, I
Okay,
used to go for sleepovers with my friends, but not right now because most of my I don't have any friend right now in Gwalior.
okay, okay, good.
So and most of them who are they're boarders over here. So we generally have parties in the house, a formal
So
in
formal,
the school
kind of.
parties. So
Okay, okay.
there's no like clubbing out or
Yes.
I
Okay,
haven't.
so it's a simple party and a good one.
It's a simple.
Great, Aditi. Aditi, your crucial question now is, you imagine that you have been appointed as the brand ambassador of India to other countries. Okay, like any country, you can take America, Canada, to all the other countries. What are the 5 things that you like to project about India to other countries?
It's ma'am, firstly it's diversity. So we talk about its diversity, but often people also know about our diversity, but at times we are only ashamed about our diversity. As I've seen many of my friends also, they are more keen into going outside, studying outside. It's good because they offer a lot of more opportunities, but that doesn't mean you undermine your country, being such a diverse country, like around more than 300 crore gods that we have.
Yes.
And so
Yeah, okay, that diversity. Next
yeah,
one.
that's one.
Hmm.
Second is our culture towards our family. So to best of my knowledge, I know that in places like US, in the States, so there are children, like the children are left independent after they touch their teenage, or like they're done with their 11, 12, and they're allowed to stay alone. They stay separate. They want their own space.
Yes.
But in India that's not the case. Most of the times we live together as a family till we go out for like further studies. So that is one thing, we keep our culture intact, and I want that to be there. Nowadays I see it diminishing, but
Yes.
um,
So
I
you
hope
can
it
spread
doesn't
that. You
debilitate
can spread,
anymore.
yeah, you can talk about our Indian culture. Okay.
Yeah.
Culture, the diversity, then 3 more.
Ma'am, third is the religious places that we have. So I'm a very religious person. Uh, Often I actually past 2 years, I like 2 years back, I was in always a confusion that does God exist, as every child, as every teenager, as every person. But it's now that I believe that God does exist if you believe in it. So I've started believing in it, and I am a Hindu, a very solid Hindu, but that doesn't mean I undermine other religions. I also respect them. So that is one thing about our sacred places, about how our the uh, old books, or the Vedas, the
Yeah.
Bhagavad Gita, how prominent have they been, and how true they are right now in their meaning.
Yes.
And we see all their effects right now, all what is written. If a person reads the Bhagavad Gita, it's enough for that person to have a solid lifestyle. So
Yes.
that is another thing about
Okay.
our ancient culture. And the fourth thing is, um fourth thing, okay ma'am, is how hard we work. I've often heard people saying that Indians are the most hard workers.
Yes.
We work very hard. Like at times we don't prefer smart work, but I don't know why. But we're often not given that chance in our school times also. For example, if I talk about practical learning, so it was, I think 2 to 3 months back, that I learned about an experiment in physics, and I was trying it out at home. So I thought something might happen, and it did not come out as I had expected. So I got very demotivated, as in what rubbish were we learning, and it doesn't happen. And it was afterwards that I realized that it happens on macros, it happens on microscopic levels.
Okay.
So yeah, so practical knowledge is something that we lack.
Yes.
But the hard work, the amount of hard work that we do towards any job that we pursue is worth
Yeah.
appreciating.
Yes. Yes. And only thing we need to do now is smart work.
Exactly. So
Yeah. And the
and
final
I
thing?
yeah, and the final thing is, um at times I don't know why it happens to, I guess, every Indian, that we become very patriotic. So the sense of patriotism in us when the national anthem gets played anywhere on the anywhere in India,
Yes.
so it's that this the sense, the goosebumps that come up, that actually indicates patriotism. And that is one thing that I like about the country. It might exist in every country, and that is good for the
Yes. Yes.
country's
Yeah.
progress. But that is one thing I have seen very prominently in our country, even when the Rafales had come landed into India. So the sense of patriotism that we all had, looking at it passed through the sky. So looking at it we were feeling like proud Indians.
Okay, so these are the five things. Great, great, Aditi. Well, all the five things, were of real importance, and that is what we teenagers have to pass it on, not only to our country people, but also outside. Wherever we go, we need to carry it along with
Yeah,
us. And you maybe you'll get an opportunity now. India is, we say that entire world is becoming global, globalization is happening, and you teenagers are going to work in different parts of the world. So when you teenagers go out and work in different parts of the world, it's your duty to be brand ambassadors. Even you go there, looking at Aditi, they should say, wow, Aditi, she's an Indian. And the way you talk, the way you walk, and the way you reflect your aura, that should speak about our Indian culture, our Indian
exactly.
values. Beautiful, well said, Aditi. And Aditi, last, finally, what's your message to the teenagers and to the adults? One message for teenagers and one message for the adults.
So for the teenagers, a message that I personally have received from many people, and it is now during the period of lockdown that I realized that it is very important because it's like, I have often heard people saying that we have just two fields. We have either you go into medical, you go into
Ah,
you go into engineering. So I have picked up one of it, which is engineering, but it is my choice. It is not by anybody's
Yes,
pressure.
yes.
And that is what we have to realize, that it is important for us to focus on what we like rather than all the factors like peer pressure. It's because my friend goes, he takes up commerce, so even
Yeah,
I'll take
yeah,
up
you're
commerce.
right. Yes, yes, yes.
And the second message I want to give for the teenagers is that marks do not matter. Okay, it might matter up to the universities, but again, it does not define you. We often hear about dropouts, but again, you have to be such a dropout who is innovative. Because if I'm sitting at home and I think, okay, I'll become Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates for that matter. So it again depends on you. It depends on you how you pursue your skills, and development of skills is very important, because I believe so because that is God's gift. Singing is God's gift. And but I think that it's the skill that you develop and you move ahead in, not a talent.
Yeah,
I
good.
might
And
not be born with formulas of maths in my mind, the physical theorems and all, but it's that what we again my dad always tells me that it is the sharp that it's the axe that you sharpen. So
yes.
my dad once told me a story about two people working in the same company. So the first person, he had some name A. So he was working in the factory, in that wood cutting factory for past 5 years. And he used to keep cutting, and like within an hour, he used to just cut almost one or two trees down. But whereas the other one, he in the entire day, he used to cut down 4 to 5 trees, the other person who joined, and he was getting paid more. Because and when he was asked the reason as to why he's being paid more, it's obviously because he's cutting more trees. And he also
Sharpen.
used to spend most of his time sharpening his axe, because that is what it matters. So we need to sharpen
Sharpen our
our
skills.
brains,
Yeah,
our skills.
yes. Very
So
well said, Aditi. And to the adults, what's your message?
ma'am, to the adults, I just I actually have no one to give them
Okay,
any
what is one
message.
thing? There's just a message. You are not advising or
Yeah,
lecturing anyone.
so
It's just a
ma'am,
message.
I think that the adults should be more open to ideas, more open to what their children want to do, and also not be very insecure about their children. I know it's very natural for parents to be insecure about their children, but that actually stops the growth of the child.
Beautiful.
You
Yes.
like we're never exposed to failure whole life. For example, in class 10th, I did not get the result that I had expected. So I was kind of devastated. I was like, my entire life is ruined and everything has gone here and there. So, but then I realized that it was not that matter. It was not marks that mattered. It was how much hard I worked, because my parents, that is what they told me while they were, consoling me, that we had seen your hard work. It was marks actually do not matter,
It's
because
that effort. It's the
yeah,
effort
it's the
that you
effort.
put in. It's the
Yeah,
effort that matters and not your marks. If you
yeah,
are put in effort, every parent will appreciate. Parents
exactly.
knows the parent should appreciate the effort of the child.
Yeah,
They should recognize that. That's a very good message, Aditi. And Aditi Joshi, it was wonderful talking to you.
same
It
here,
was a
ma'am.
great interaction with you, and lovely to hear your point of view, your opinions, right? And so nice to see a sensible girl, a sensible teenager.
Very ironical, ma'am, to some extent.
Yes,
Not very sensible, but
yes,
yeah.
yes, right. You are on a process. We are all on a
Yeah,
process,
again, we
no?
are on the
Yes,
process.
it's the you. I always tell the building is under construction. It's not over. It's the
Yeah,
process. You are under. We are rectified till today. At the age of 50, also, I'm still under process. I'm not a complete person. I still have to grow. I still have to learn. Life is
yeah.
a learning process. So it was great, Aditi. How did you feel being in our show on our show, Aditi?
Ma'am, it was great being here. And again, it is actually the first time I'm doing such a show. So I wanted an exposure like this. And it was my pleasure being there on the show. I got to speak freely, whatever I wanted to, whatever was there in my mind, heart, brain.
Okay, yeah.
So it's all thanks to you and your team, ma'am, for
Thank you so much. Thank you
making
so
it a
much,
success.
Aditi. Yeah. On behalf of ACE Academy, I really like to thank Aditi for being on our show. And I request all the viewers, if you have a teenager, please do give them this platform to share their opinions and their perspectives. Thank you very much, Aditi. God bless you. Keep rocking and engage yourself in much more activities. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Aditi.
thank you so
God
much,
bless
ma'am.
you. God bless you.
Thank you,
Good
ma'am.
night, everyone. Stay happy, stay safe, and stay positive.